Hey Maria, back with another video. I'm on my lunch break. I actually made some garbanzo beans a couple days ago, and actually came out pretty good. So anyway, I wanted to say that I'm, of course everyone knows I'm looking for work, okay? But my main goal right now is to find something that still relates to accounting. So I'm willing to take a bookkeeping job, as long as it pays somewhat decent, because I need to be able to stay afloat in the Los Angeles area. And the Los Angeles area is vast. I mean, it's huge, okay? So I'm not really that picky. All I really care about, I don't want to live in slum, mind you, because I am a woman and I have to take care of myself, and I'm, kind of afraid. But I do want to make sure that I will be safe, okay? And that's the main goal. I guess, there's a lot of people who can't appreciate things from my perspective, as far as like harassment is concerned. But when it gets to the point where you're getting sick to go to work, and you're getting depressed and you can't stand it. It's like, if your kid was going through this, think about a kid who goes to school and they're getting bullied at school. Think of it that way, okay? It's not appropriate. And then you attach the fact that this person has to make their living and they have to support themselves financially and go to work and have to deal with this, and this is how they have to support themselves, by dealing with this shit all the time, then maybe you could understand it, okay? Unless, of course, you've experienced workplace mobbing and harassment, you probably will not understand it, okay? So, and it's unfortunate, even though you have training on it, and it's been repeated multiple times, people who aren't experiencing this are not going to, okay? I'm not going to expect people to understand. My main concern like now is to move on and forget everything that has ever happened to me in this town, period. I don't want to remember it, don't want to think about it, don't want to remember my family, do not want to remember Piggy's family, and I don't ever want to remember the Collins family. The only person I want to care about, this tea's good, by the way. I got some tangerine tea. It's actually pretty good. As I want to focus on my son and seeing him and whatnot. And I just want to heal, That's the main thing. And, it's unfortunate that, you can't get employers to understand something as basic as that, okay? I don't know how else to say it, but all I could say it is this way, okay? If you can't understand the harassment issue of it, just try to understand that if something bothers a person and you continue to do it and it's affecting their ability to pay their bills, if it's making them waste their time, if it's putting financial strain on them, it's not right and it's not fair. And that's my biggest concern right now. So, I have a few people to call today, and I need to make contact, and that's pretty much what I'm focusing on today. And I'm hoping to get the hell out of here, because it's just emotionally draining being here. It is. I'm getting to the point where I don't want to talk to anybody that I used to know at all, okay? I'm being nice to Piggy, but, I just really want to go. I want to leave. I want to forget all of it. I resent the fact that, these people did what they did. I resent it big time. I wish that this never happened, but in some ways, it's kind of like, well, it opened my eyes to a lot of things, but at the same time, I think it was extremely intrusive, and I resent it. I do, and I don't believe that there was any real concern from my family or the people from Facebook who got involved in this. If they were really that concerned, they would just have confronted me straight up. They would have said something. So I can't really say that I don't think that was a good idea for them to do what they did. And if they knew that he was like that, Piggy was like that through surveillance or something, I had no idea. Like I said, all this time this has been going on, I had no idea. And I'm finally putting the pieces together. It's kind of weird, but if they knew this, they could have let me know somehow, like slipped a note in my purse or whatever, something to let me know. But nobody said anything. Maybe they just assumed that I knew, I knew his mom was a little bit too, what's the word for it? she seemed needy. You know, she seemed a little needy, and she needed his time sometimes. You know, like I felt like there was a lot of emotional. I called it emotional incest. You know, that's what I referred to it as. But like I said, I had no idea that it was sexual incest. And you know, the thing is that a lot of people believe certain things is okay and it's acceptable for them, and that's fine. People can practice whatever. That's one of the reasons why I don't really trip on people who do certain things that I don't. I just look at it that that's your cup of tea, that's your thing, okay? But do I want any association with that kind of thing? No, I don't, okay? So I can still maintain relationships and friendships with people who do certain things. Like, for example, I brought up polygamy. Like, I could be, if I had next door neighbors or people who lived across the street from me that practice polygamy, and they need to borrow a cup of sugar, I mean, yeah, you could have some sugar, and you could, if I saw them on the side of the road, would I give them a ride if I could help them out? Yeah, I'd help them out. I'm not going to hold a grudge just because they live their life differently than me. But do I want to be associated directly as part of it and be in that kind of thing? No, I don't. I don't want that. That's not what I want in my life, okay? And that's just how it is, okay? Aside from that, I just feel as though if that's the practice that he believed in, then he should have been up front with it. So his family's sitting here bitching about me, lying about my race. I'm looking at these people like, I lie? Who the fuck are you? I mean, that's just so fucking goddamn weird to me. So anyway, my main goal right now is just to heal. I really want to forget all of it. I want to forget the fact that, these people destroyed my jobs. They did. They destroyed my jobs, okay? They destroyed everything that I ever worked for, and then they left me basically to struggle here on my own. And so I'm doing the best I can. As far as me getting a job, if I receive employment, I can be at the place of employment as soon as I possibly can, because I've already devised a plan and it would work, okay? Especially if I give my employer 2 weeks notice if I receive the employment. So I'm good to go there. I would just have to straighten up a couple things, and get on with it. So I mean, I can make it work. And that's all I care about, If I ever get back into working management jobs, great. If not, I don't care. But I do have to make something decent. That's all I can say, because Los Angeles is pretty damn expensive. What else was I going to say really quick? I do believe that it's sad, but I do believe that there's a lot of corruption in the workplace, and it's very sad. It's a sad reality that they don't care about the actual emotional well-being and stability of the people that work for them. Okay, they don't care about employment laws. That stuff goes right out the window because they don't see the importance of it. They're not the ones who are suffering. Okay, but if something happens to them, under those circumstances, whether they get discriminated against, especially you can't expect a white person to be understanding towards discrimination laws, okay? You could in a situation where maybe a white woman is being harassed, okay? In that situation, and she's the one who's directly feeling the harassment. Let's just say, for example, somebody was brushing up against her, especially if they're gross, too, especially if they're disgusting, but whether they're hot or they're good, disgusting or whatever, it's still inappropriate. But let's just say, for example, people were just taking advantage of her, touching her, doing all kinds of sick stuff, and she's feeling the effects of this, and she's disturbed by it. She doesn't like it at all. And then some people are looking at her like, well, come on, because some people get jealous over that kind of stuff. It's like, well, God, look at you guys, you get all this attention, and she's just completely disturbed by it all. Okay, she's absolutely to the point where she just wants to blow her brains out, and everybody keeps minimizing it. In that situation, she will come to understand that she needs help, and that people aren't being sympathetic to her needs. Okay, only then will it happen to them. Because most people, identify with their religious group or whatever. I'm not bashing Christianity, like I said, I'm not. But I refuse to go. I don't believe that church employment should be associated with going to church. It just shouldn't be, and that's my right as an American to believe that. So anyway, I'm not going to go into that because I already covered that in videos before. But right now, all I want to do is just look at new people. I want new faces. I want new faces. Okay, it's unfortunate people can't. The world is not. Shaped based off of my ideal utopia. It should be, in my mind, but it's not. So I have to accept that. But I do want to get out of here, and I know that Bakersfield is just not the place I really want to be, and I miss. I want to be alone, and I want to be peaceful. That's all I really want. I want to forget everybody I met here, and I want to just start all over again. So that's my desire, and that's more important than anything right now. And, you know, I'd like to go back to school, you know, because the older I get, the more I realize that I'm going to need some sort of stability. You know, I'm going to need stability, and I need to be able to retire. And I don't want to retire on somebody else's dime. I just will not do that. I'd fucking blow my brains out before I do something like that. I don't want to ever rely on anybody else. So, and it's unfortunate, you know, but, you know, I wish they wouldn't put so much emphasis on something as stupid as a 4-year degree. I really do. But I'm tired and I'm drained, and I just need to get on with it. So I'm going to wrap up this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.